I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. This is our chat from the mat on focus, and this week we're going to talk about why focus is important and how to improve yours. So in lab tests on mice, they found that as their attention improved, their cognitive ability improved also. What does that mean? That means that as they improved their focus, they got smarter. The same is true for humans. So as your ability to focus increases, you'll get smarter and your performance will improve. You'll become more productive and you'll get better, whether it's work, sports, school, doesn't really matter. Okay, so focus is really key. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. These are all good. Obviously, you don't need to try and employ all of them all at once. The best thing really is maybe you pick one and work on it for a while until you feel like you really have it mastered. And then maybe pick another one. Or pick one that you think is easy to implement right away, see the results, then try to do another one. All right, so here's your first one. Try to keep your attention on things that specifically affect your problem or goal. And don't run around and get distracted by emergencies. Okay, so let's say you have a big test to study for. So you're at home and you're studying for this test, and your kid brother or your sister or somebody comes running in. I can't tie my shoe. So now you got to tie their shoe for them. And then, oh, I can't find my sock. And then you have to go find their sock for them. Or the dog needs to go out. You have to get up and you go let the dog out. Okay, all these things are breaking up your focus and your ability to study. Are these things you have to do? No. Anybody can be doing them. They aren't things that you have to take care of. And when you break up your study time like that, it's keeping you from really having a good focus, because you start to focus, oh, and then it breaks, and you start to focus, and it breaks, and start to focus, it breaks. So you're having to start over every time instead of being able to zoom in and get a really nice focus. All right, so you want to eliminate those things and give yourself time to just focus on the thing that you're trying to do. And again, whether it's business, school, sports, all right, if you're at football practice, you need to be practicing football. You need to be focused on that. Don't get distracted thinking about what you're going to be doing after football practice. Give yourself the attention of whatever you're doing, not the other stuff, okay? Those other things will be there later. Okay, second one, focus on the solution or the goal, not the problem. Your mind is going to bring to you whatever it is that you focus on. So let's say you're broke and you need money, okay? So having too many bills is the problem. If you keep focusing on, I have too many bills, your brain, your mind, is going to focus on bills, and it's going to keep bringing you more bills, okay? So your car's going to need new tires, and it's going to break down, and your roof's going to spring a leak, and 6 other things, because your brain thinks, okay, more bills, how can we get more bills? And you think I'm crazy, but it's true. Okay, so all of a sudden you're going to get more and more bills, and you'll be like, oh my God, now I have less money. I'm more broke. But if you focus on the solution, I need more money. Your brain goes, oh, more money, okay? And it sends out those little cosmic feelers and starts bringing in the more money. And all of a sudden you're getting the more money. Okay, so you're working the solution. Your brain starts pulling those things towards you. All right? If you want a better job, think about better job, not how do I quit this place. Okay? Always focus on the solution, not the problems. Okay? If you're building a better rocket ship, don't think about why does this rocket ship keep blowing up. Think about how do I keep my rocket from blowing up. Okay? Goal-oriented. All right, number 3, block distractions. Okay, so you're trying to do your homework or work on a big project for work. Turn off your cell phone or be in a room in the house that doesn't have a phone. Get the TV out of that room. Turn off your email if you're working on the computer. Right? You don't need that little thing going boom, you have new mail. Boom, you have new mail. All right, again, it's gonna snap that focus you're working on, right? You're focused in, boom, new mail. Oh, focus got big again. Starting bringing in, boom, Okay, you don't need to be texting your friends while you're trying to do your homework. You need to be focused on your homework. You need to block out those distractions. If you give yourself 2 hours to do the work, get rid of everything else for those 2 hours. Focus, not distraction. All right? Multitasking sounds cool. It actually takes you much longer to get all that stuff done than if you just sat down, did the one thing, finished it, did the next thing. Okay? Number 4, control your excitement. All right, so let's say you have to perform. Now, this could be you're going to perform in a play. This could be a big game in your sport. It could be an oral report at school. It could be giving a giant presentation at work. Those are all performances. All right? I used to have to do a demo every month. All right, big karate demos all the time. I still have to get up in front of giant groups. What you need to do is learn how to control your excitement. That doesn't mean don't get nervous or act like it's no big deal. That means that you need to be prepared enough and practiced enough that you're not going, oh my God, I'm going to forget everything. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because what that's going to do is instead of you being focused and giving a good presentation or a good performance, you're going to start thinking about, well, what if I forget my next line? So you'll be out there, okay, on stage, and you'll go, Romeo, God, what's my next line? Oh crap, I'm looking at the audience and I just said, what's my next line? Oh my God, I'm blowing it. Crash. There goes your performance. All right? Or you're going to forget the sales figures when they ask you, well, what were the fourth quarter sales figures? You're going to go, and then the sweat's going to start running down the back of your neck and you're going to tank. All right? So practice, practice, and practice and study until you are comfortable enough with whatever your performance is and the material that you're not going to freak out, that you feel comfortable doing it. Okay? When I was doing those demonstrations, honestly, I never knew when Joe was going to say, hey, I got a demonstration for you. Thursday, you're going to be down at such and such school. 12 o'clock. Take 2 guys with you. Oh, all right, great. I never knew when they were going to happen. So what I did was I got 5 self-defense techniques and I worked them to death. Just did them over and over again. I did them on all kinds of different people. Big ones, little ones, fat ones, skinny ones. It didn't matter. Until I could do them with a blindfold on. I could do them if I was sick. I could do them if I was tired. It really didn't matter. So if I was told that there was a demo, I could just go, all right, I'm ready. Because I knew what I was going to do. Okay? I knew the techniques I was going to do. I knew what I was going to say. Everything. I was ready to go. Didn't matter. All right? That's how you want to be. You want to be able to control your excitement enough that you're calm and you're focused. All right? So, number 5, stay healthy. You're not going to be able to focus if you are too tired, if you're not getting enough good things to eat, if you're dehydrated, if you're not getting enough exercise. Okay, your body needs sleep. You got to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. You get 4 hours of sleep right before you have to go perform, you're going to suck. Okay? You get 3 hours of sleep because you're cramming for that test, you're going to bomb the test. You got to get enough sleep or you're not going to focus. Same thing with food. You skip breakfast before that big test, okay? You got to eat right. And you can't just grab some fast food and jam it down your throat on the way to the test. Okay, that might work once. You keep doing that though, you're going to be fat, unhealthy, and it's going to really affect your focus and the rest of your body. Okay? And you got to get exercise. The reason martial arts were invented, this is no lie, you can look this up. A monk traveling from India into China found these other monks that were trying to meditate, and they kept falling asleep because they were in such lousy shape. And he went, oh my God, you guys can't even focus long enough to meditate, you just fall asleep? So he said, listen, I'm going to teach you guys some exercises. And he started teaching them these exercises based on animal movements. And those turned into martial arts, karate, stuff like that, kung fu, okay? Because they didn't get enough exercise and they kept falling asleep. So practice, work out, okay, you got to. Number 6, practice, practice, practice. You keep doing whatever it is until you're awesome at it. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. Stock trading, studying for a report, anything. You got to practice, practice, practice. A wise man told me once that the difference between an amateur and a professional is an amateur practices until he gets it right. A professional practices until he can't get it wrong. All right, so I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. That's our chat from the mat. Have a good time, and I'll see you next week.